Hi, everybody. Annie Edgerton, the Wine Minx, here for another round of day drinking with the Wine Minx. I'm excited to drink Basque cider with my phenomenal guest, Peter Michael Marino. This man does it all, has seen it all.
Uh,
Hi, Pete.
Hello. I thought you were going to say has slept with everyone. It's
Oh,
not true.
I don't know you that well.
I wish it was true, but it's not true.
We're drinking cider today. What do you pop?
I'm
What do you
drinking the Stella Artois CIDER. It's a European style cider. Mine's got 4.5% alcohol. I bet yours has more.
Mine has a whopping 6.
Ooh, you're going to get
I
shut
was
on.
so knockered. Now, but this is the Basque one, and you're supposed to pour the Basque ones into a flat-bottomed
Uh-huh.
thing from really far away, and I'm so scared, but I'm going to try.
Whoa.
It's happening, no happening, and I didn't make a total mess. So cheers.
Hey, cheers, my darling.
Oh, this is good. This is not as sweet as I thought it was going to be.
I reckon it's cloudy. That's what they call it in Europe, a cloudy cider. I only discovered cider because I'm allergic to gluten. I have celiac disease, so and I like to drink. And there's only so much tequila one can take.
One major event that really affected your life involved you creating a show that ran on the West End.
Correct.
Desperately Seeking Susan. What happened to you?
So I do the show called Desperately Seeking the Exit, which is the first headline I read the day after my musical Desperately Seeking Susan opened on London's West End at the Novello Theatre. The show had all the music of Blondie because that makes sense to put Blondie's music in a Madonna movie and put it on stage. And we went through lots of workshops and big name directors and stars, and everything just sort of fell apart about 2 months before we were opening, and it just got worse and worse and worse. So I kept a detailed blog of the whole thing, not thinking because I was going to do a one-man show about it, but thinking I was going to write a coffee table book because the show's such a hit,
right?
And nothing happened. So instead, I just wrote a one-man show about it, and I'm currently doing it live on the internet.
I actually saw one of your performances of Desperately Seeking the Exit, and it was brilliant to me. I mean, having your idea get accepted and people were psyched about it was like this huge boost in the beginning. You're like, I'm going to be famous.
Yeah.
And then that made, in a way, the crashing down to earth that much more.
I mean, I think everyone in show business, I think a lot of people in show business have that moment where they're like, this is what I've been working towards. I finally got my, Broadway show. I'm finally stage managing at the Kennedy Center. You're like, whatever your goal is, you have that one job, that one gig, and you're like, this is the one. So I thought, someone who had been a writer and a performer and a producer and a musician and everything, it just felt like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be writing big old musicals. And I went along for the ride with everybody else because everyone's like, this is really good. We love this. Yeah, I'm signing. Like everyone just signed on, threw their money at it, and then it just was a big turd.
Wow. You did make lemons out of lemonade though, because your one-man show, like I said, I saw it, the live stream version of it, and so funny and poignant and relatable. You are no stranger to one-man shows, solo performances, either directing them, creating them, or doing them yourself. How has the transition been to online live for you?
I mean, it's the worst thing to say, but the pandemic's been great for my career. I mean, it's like so terrible to say that. But I guess it's also been great for like people who work in the Purell factory. Like there's a certain portion of the world that's doing pretty well because of this. Did you adapt to this format because of the pandemic as well? Or this is...
Absolutely. I've always been doing fun little content bits, like little reviews. I dress up, I go saber champagne in the middle of the street. And I thought, let me get involved with some other awesome people who are making stuff right now and entertaining other people, even in this weird world we live in now. I feel like, Peter, that you kind of are one of those people who stuff happens to you because we've been friends on Facebook now for a while. And didn't you not post yesterday that a squirrel broke into your apartment?
Well, I wouldn't say it broke in. It just came in. Like I just sort of like walked past my bedroom to the kitchen, and I saw this quite a nice sized squirrel just sitting on a chair in my bedroom. The chair's right below the windowsill. And I kind of walked in like thinking I should probably video this, but the thing didn't move. And I'm like, oh no, is it like it ate chemicals, so it's going to like start foaming. No, it was just very calm to be there. And I was like, hey, and it kind of went, Wait. So then he went outside and just kind of hung around the fire escape. He had no plans.
When things are business as usual, what's the first thing you're going to do?
I want to go to Las Vegas. I just want to like be a hedonist. I don't gamble, by the way, but I do like Las Vegas because it's just so ridiculous. Yeah. What about you? What's yours?
I want to hug people and I want to make out with someone. Like I miss that. I probably shouldn't say that because then everyone I go into hug is going to be like.
I think, yeah, this is making us realize how good we had it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I hope people bring with them when it opens up again, is to not take things for granted so much. You did a performance today of Desperately Seeking the Exit. Are you planning to do that on a regular basis? Ish.
Yeah. It's pandemic, so you can literally just decide. I can decide right now that I'm going to do a show in an hour and people will just go to it.
They will come.
Yeah. But I do a kids show on a regular because kids need a regular schedule. So the kids show is regular.
Then that's the Show Up Kids live. And the premise of that show is that the main entertainment does not show up.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's I had to adapt it for the small screen. And so for the small screen, the premise is that my roommate, who's a children's performer named Sally, decided to convert her bedroom into a studio. So she's asked me to help her. And then when I introduce her, she doesn't show up. And I actually have like somebody recorded like the other end of a dialogue. So it sounds like she's in the room with me. And then she storms out and sits in the hall because she can't go outside.
And then you get the kids to help you write the show.
I'm like, oh my God, I got all this stuff. You got to help me write the show. So they do.
What's the weirdest thing that a kid has said that you were like, that made you like, I have no response to that?
Oh, so then, okay. So the setup was, so the circus performer brought his dog to the meadow, and what happened next? And this kid says, he shot him. So I go, okay. So they got into the field, and George pulled out the biggest cannon he could find, and he put that little dog inside, and he shot him clear across the meadow. And before you know it, everyone was talking about the flying dog, and then the flying dog becomes the character. So it was just totally twisting this kid's words. Yeah, but if they say poop, I'm going to be talking a lot about poop.
A lot of poop, and I'm sure that happens quite a bit.
A lot.
Thank you so much for joining me today on Day Drinking. It was lovely to spend some time with you and legitimize our afternoon.
Person to day drink with. Thank you.
Yay. Cheers. Yeah, these ciders were really refreshing, not too heavy.
No, I don't think that. How many calories? 180?
Oh, I don't read calories. Please follow, check out the amazing offerings of Pete Marino. I can attest that Desperately Seeking the Exit is worth your time and hysterical. And if you have kids that are climbing the walls, you know that this guy is going to distract them for a little while. So Pete, thanks so much for day drinking with me, having some cider, and I wish you all the best with everything, and hopefully we're out of this soon and we'll be able to toast in person.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Take care, everybody. Bye.